Hey everybody, here's that tour of my home that I was talking about. Let's take a look at what we got inside. Um, this is after a year and a half of living here and recording albums here, and Noelle's daily talk show is done right here in this spot. Take the cushion, the pillows, and that's our cushions and pillows, but she sits right here. If you watch her show, you recognize the background. So here's the entryway. There's the little shoe rack I made down there that doesn't really work very well, but it was a nice try. And there's a little hatch right here that opens up so you can get down underneath to get to stuff, for storage. And here's the home. Oh, table's down. I'll have to put that up for you. But here's the TV that swings out. It's a 23-inch. Our DVDs are up there, and those right there is our DVDs, and this is our little junk bin. Everything goes in here. Remote controls, audiobooks I'm listening to. Here's the back kitchen. So here's the table I would change. This is just a folding table. You can kind of see the line right down the middle here. It's just a folding plastic table. And so this is our kitchen, and it was worked really good. This back rail thing is amazing. You put so much stuff you use daily there and it doesn't fall off. So it's a really nice setup that way. As far as the couch goes, I would cut this back. I would be a 6-inch deep couch, and then this would make this ledge 2 inches further back, and this would allow for a little more walking room. And then here's of course here's our closet, and our whole electrical system is on this side, charging up good. Laptop bag, and then storage down here. Then there's all our clothes and food and tools, and everything goes in this one little setup. And then we have these bins back here that go down. There's our propane tank, and there's my vents that I have in the floor, and one in the back, one in the front to suck cool air underneath from the underside as to get drawn through the fantastic fan. And so there's all this storage here, and then a clothes hanger here. We use that a lot for drying stuff. And then our one tiny little mirror. Oh, there I am. Alright, and so there it is. There's the whole space, these 75 or so square feet. It also comes with if you need to, when you're using the restroom, we have a little curtain there to block the two halves, and that works really well. And then of course there's there's our composting toilet there, and that jug down here on the side of it, that's where the urine goes, and there's a diverter inside there. And it's just a 5-gallon bucket with a diverter, and the pee gets diverted over to the other side, to the 2 gallons, and we just dump that out, and it works really well. Great toilet, and it does not smell. Here's our fridge, the Edge Star, and you can see what do we have in here. Oh, lots of stuff in there. It works really well. More storage right there, and that's for food and books and all kinds of things. And then there's the 5-gallon bucket that the water from the sink drains down into, and then there's the foot pump right there. You just push that foot pump that, and the water comes out the top. And then there's one 5-gallon jug there, and then that's our backup, and this is the one we're actually using right there. So that one is that one that's actually getting sucked out of, and we end up using about 6 gallons a week is all we use. So that's not too bad, 6 gallons a week, because we don't shower, and so it does perfect what we need to do. And here's a shot with the table up. So we use this, the bed pulls out for a couch. I mean, we pull this out to here, and then this becomes, your legs go right onto the table. It's one big long thing, you just put your feet on like a coffee table. And then this goes back, and it's a really comfy couch. And then this whole thing pulls out and takes up the whole space. Takes up the entire space to become a full-size bed. And it works really well. And so this is the gap I'm talking about to walk through. It's a tiny little space that you can't really walk straight through. You got to walk sideways because it's so narrow. So that's the gap. I would remove an inch off here. I would cut an inch off here, and then this 2 inches further back, and then that would give a little more walking room. Alright, so there's the tour of our home. Hope you like it. Everyone enjoy your day, and I'll put a link to building this thing out in 7 days. It's on Noelle's channel when we used to share a channel, and it's really good. And I'll also put a link to a full description of our sink and toilet to show you how it's built from the inside and with it all cleaned out, and so it's nice in there for looking at. I'll put a link for those two things. Alright everybody, bye.